Dr. Ross, thank you so much for answering the call to bring something like this to us to be able to participate. Amazing the speakers that were before me, Dr. Terrellin and Dr. Melissa. I mean, there were so many gems that I took away from those. So I am just honored to be on a panel with you guys tonight. So tonight we are going to talk about a conversation that's not being talked about enough in the beauty and barber space. So I call it being booked and busy to profitable and predictable. And it's essentially how AI is changing financial decision making in the industry. I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from and why I'm so excited to be an innovator in this space. Beauty CFO is my company, but my name is Malika Brown. I'm a 14-year salon professional. I've literally done everything in this industry from assistant all the way retiring in 2020 as a salon owner. I'm a beauty finance strategist. That's where I pivoted to. And I'm also a financial educator in the beauty industries. What we do, we help beauty entrepreneurs master the unsexy side of doing business finances and managing their business finances. So even if you're not a beauty or barber professional, everybody has their barber, they have their stylist. You make sure that you take this information back to them and let them know how they can be using AI in a more innovative way going forward in 2026. And the one thing that I pride myself on is that we turn salon's most viable years into sustainability for life after the chair. Talent makes you money, but strategy builds wealth. And strategy is something that we don't talk about in this space enough. And in doing that, we are one of the only industries where you can work really hard, make really good money, look amazing doing it, and still retire broke. How many beauty professionals do you know are still living appointment to appointment? We don't have any exit plans. We're not actively building wealth because we are actively building with our hands. And one of the things that we run from are numbers. Although we technically do numbers every day when we're behind a chair: appointments, deposits, tips, inventory, clientele, but we avoid having the hard conversations about money. We could care less about understanding our cash flow and our pricing strategies and anything and everything in between. I work with companies day in and day out all over the country. And the biggest thing that they lack on is money, having those hard conversations, and also not having good relationships with their money. So I want to share a story, and my client already told me I could share this story tonight, so it's all good. So I had a client that was referred to me by a current client, and she was actually going through a divorce. She had been a salon owner for over 20 years and finally was getting ready to separate from her spouse, which took care of majority of all of the essential things in her personal lifestyle. So when she came to me, we needed to get organized and get everything ready for court. So one of the first things that I noticed was that she was bringing in actively with a staff of 4, $29,000 a month actively. When I got into the expenses, she was spending $24,000 a month, not only on her business, but also on her lifestyle, which essentially only gave her $5K. Here's the thing, guys. Her salon rent, because it's in Beverly Hills, California, is more than $5,000 a month. So she was under the impression that I still see money in my account every month to start the month, but you're actually starting the month in a deficit. And that's why these conversations are so important for business owners to not only have with their team, but to be intentional about having some type of system in place to make sure you're always on top of what's happening in your business behind the scenes, behind the clients, behind the staff. So AI is completely changing the beauty industry. I know you guys have been calling businesses left and right and they have AI receptionists. Well, marketing, we are getting inundated with companies coming out with, hey, we can take this off your plate. You can release one person working at your establishment. Operations, we can systemize your operations, bookings, and now it's helping to shape financial decisions. So the beauty industry in 2026 and going forward is moving from hustle based, as we have been known for since the beginning of time, and we're moving towards data driven businesses. The salons that I am seeing that are doing almost $1 million in revenue are not doing that because they are the best hairstylists or they're the best barbers. They're doing it because they're looking at the data, they're understanding the data, and then they're making the intentional business decisions from there. Some of the ways that what AI can do in a salon setting, it can create financial clarity. This is one of the biggest blind spots, how beauty professionals can work in the industry for over 20 years and retire grossly underfunded to maintain their lifestyle beyond the chair. No retirement plan, no investments, barely any savings. And now, depending on how am I going to get back out here to make money. So financial clarity is big. Cash flow patterns. Every business is going to have good days and bad days. In the beauty and barber space, we believe that as long as I can show up to work, I can make money. So this is going to show salons how to use better use of the capital that they have, predict when slow seasons are coming based on real data, and also understand how they can scale their businesses as well based off of their current model. It's also going to tell you profitability by service. So there are so many different salons that I work with, and the number one question that I ask them once we go through all of their numbers, what's your best service? What's your highest grossing service? What they do is they go directly to their salon software and they pull up what brought in the most money. Now I ask them, what's the cost to deliver that service? What's the overhead cost? What's the supply cost? What's the labor cost to deliver that service? Majority of the time, they can't answer that question. So when I go in and plug all of those factors in, the service that they think is the most profitable is the highest grossing in revenue, but it's not the most profitable for the business. And that's a big aha moment for them because they're like, wait a minute. So yes, that means that we need to be doing more of this and less of that because your numbers are better attached to that service. And that's why you'll hear in the industry right now, everybody is saying niche down, niche down. And you're niching down, not just because you want to be a specialist at what you do, but you're niching down because there's more profitability in the niche. Okay. Retention trends. How are clients responding to you? When I work with clients, we teach clients about a client life cycle. How long do we expect for this client to become to your salon, your establishment? From there, how many more clients can we get off of that one client? When we use AI, AI can show us those retention trends. And a big one that everybody runs from is spending habits. We have a spending habit inside of this space because we make money so fast. You can have one service that costs $500 and it took you 2 hours to do. But because of that, we spend more than we save or reinvest back in our businesses. So AI is definitely changing how we are making decisions differently and more informed. Tools that I'm loving that are amazing to help remove the barrier between getting to know your numbers, building a better relationship with your money are ChatGPT, QuickBooks AI, I have a love and hate relationship with QuickBooks, but QuickBooks AI, Stripe Analytics, Square, Gloss Genius, Claude AI, and now we're moving into custom salon agents. So these are agents that are built specifically using AI for a salon business. It's customized to their services, their structure, their trends, all of the above. And I'm actually going to show you guys what that actually looks like. So I want you guys to screenshot this and send it to a salon owner, stylist, barber, nail tech, esthetician, anybody that you know are in the beauty and barber space. And I want you guys to come back and tell me, drop it on my page after the call tonight and tell me what was their aha moment. Did they think it would help them? So this is a super agent prompt that we created for one of our salons. And what it does is it's an extension of what we do at Beauty CFO. So when clients are up at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning and they are finally ready to run their numbers, they can use a prompt like this, and this will give them the data that they are looking for. Okay. All right, so I want to show you guys what it actually does. So this is me just putting the prompt in ChatGPT. As you can see, it shows the biggest expense leaks, payroll, software, which costs are too high, where you should be concerned about, where you can save money at, how much you should actually be saving for taxes. I've been in the industry of tax since 2011, and shout out to my mentor, Ms. Deidre Pittman, the tax educator on here. She was one of my mentors for tax. And one of the biggest things is what we noticed in the tax industry is that people come when it's already too late to do anything about how much you may or may not owe. So being proactive and having something like this at your fingertips is really going to help you step into the unsexy side of being a business owner, but the mandatory side of being a business owner that operates ethically and in compliance. So in the industry, I've heard it all, okay? I don't understand my numbers. I'm scared to ask questions. I avoid looking. I feel behind. But that's the beauty of AI. It's just you in the chat. You in the chat. Now, of course, that comes with guardrails. Because again, this is a tool. So it's only going to give you back information based on what you ask. And this is why AI is not going to replace CPAs. It's not going to replace tax professionals. It's not going to replace any of that. What it does is it helps the business owner come to the table more informed with that professional. It provides you more clarity, confidence, understanding, and control. Information is not strategy. And again, that's why it won't replace professionals like myself, professionals like Deidre Pittman that's on this call tonight. AI can organize, explain, and spot trends. It can do more than that, but these are the three main things. So now you don't have to come with those shoebox of receipts at the end of the year, because you can literally feed that information to an AI tool and it's going to give you back valuable information. But AI cannot, again, replace those finance professionals. We are here for a reason and we are here to stay. So I want you guys to remember that across the board, even if it's not just in this industry, AI informs, but professionals confirm. While it is valuable, especially in the finance and the tax space, it's only to be used as a guide to better understand what moves the needle in your business. What should you be preparing for, and what should you be paying attention to? So right now, the beauty industry is using AI for captions, content, hooks, hashtag, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That has a place too. But the next wave of $1 million business owners are going to be using AI for money and to build strategy. You can't go speak with you don't know what to say to a financial advisor. Start with AI. That way you come with your list of questions. You're making valuable use of your time as well as that professional's time. Beauty school never prepared us. I don't remember in a Milady's book at all ever seeing a section on business. But it's so crucial now more than ever because everybody is doing a business. And even in the beauty space, we have so many new professionals coming in and they're totally skipping the step of being mentored by more seasoned professionals. So they're going to need this type of information to make sure that their businesses are structured properly. And that includes knowing your numbers, understanding profit, and developing a plan. So this is how I like to say about the next wave. They're going to be profit focused, data aware, wealth building, and financially confident. They're not just going to be consumers that happen to own a job where you pay all the bills. If you're growing a successful salon business, you cannot bypass financial structure. It is the difference between a business that will be around for 5 years and a business that you'll be able to pass down to your children and leave a legacy for. We have to start relying on salon software reports as a financial strategy. It tells you what you made. It does not tell you what you spent out. It doesn't tell you where you overspent. Literally only the information of what has already happened and transacted in the business. And although salon softwares are getting more innovative with putting AI, it's only so much they can do. There's a difference between a software company and a finance agency. They're going to do totally two different things while having the same type of impact. So it's time for beauty professionals to understand their numbers, and it's time to leverage AI for more than just content. So if you are ready to run your salon smarter, I invite you to join my free community, the Beauty Barber Society, where we go in on all things finance for the beauty and barber space. And we really hold your hand, and it's a judgment-free zone. And for joining, you get instant access to our salon AI prompt kit, where I literally give you 6 steps to implement immediately in your business to start structuring the finance side of your business to be more efficient and, of course, make you more money and build wealth in the long term. So I appreciate you guys for sticking with me through my presentation today. Thank you so much. And again, if you're not a beauty or barber professional, absolutely pass this along to someone that you want to see in the industry to win and win big. Thank you.